Alright, enough of this kid stuff. I'm here to get serious. Just ignore this sentry on my head. I just spent my entire morning playing this game, grinding it out, so that I could get my rest supermarket set up the way I wanted to. Because believe it or not, there is actually a strategy to set up your store to make more money. I'm going to be going over that in this video, as well as just spending a ton of Robux. I mean, why not? Somebody has to. But before I get started, go ahead and smash that like button with your forehead. Look at this setup. What do you guys see? All of these areas have one thing in common. It does appear that this box design here is the best way to set up your store. So I have these repeating over and over, along with fruit and vegetables on this back wall. And on both sides, I have the refrigerated meat and the refrigerated drink, as well as the basketballs in these open areas. And ever since I got my store set up this way, I really haven't had anything run out of stock. That's because at the center of every one of these squares, there's a restocking shelf that my employees can get to. And like, yeah, sure, I can run around and I can restock stuff. There's always a little bit of product that needs to be replaced, but I haven't had anything run completely out. I got the idea for this setup from an SDMittens video. I'm gonna link that in the description below. So if you want to see how they set their store up, I encourage you to go do that. But yeah, it's working out really well for me. It also leaves plenty of room between the shelves for customers to walk. And one note about the fruit and vegetables, I originally had these set up in pairs, but I felt like that wasn't working very well, so I changed it to a repeating pattern. I don't think it matters what order you put these in, but I basically just spread everything out so that if customers were on one side of the store and they wanted bananas, they wouldn't have to walk to the other side of the store to get it. I think that's helped me retain some people. You know, sometimes people just walk out and leave their cart. I think it might be because the product that they want is too far away from them. So even just around the rest of the store, I didn't group items together. I spread them out. So you can find something like teddy bears on this side and over on the other side. One thing I got to give this game props on is it always seems like there's something to do. Whether it's moving shopping carts around, helping customers, stocking shelves, it's really hard to go AFK because there's always something to work on. I was specifically grinding this morning because I wanted to get enough money to open up another section of the store. As you can see here, it's 63 million to open up this other side. I now have 147 million, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to expand my setup into this area and show you how I do it. All right, I got this area all set up. Now I'm ready to start putting some product back here. You know, I just thought of this. I should put a cashier stand right here. Maybe that'll help people check out faster that come back here. This is the basic idea with this setup. I'm going to line this wall here to make it look just like this area over here. All right, now I'm going to set up one of my world famous squares. Just do exactly what I'm doing, guys. Put a shelf like this, take a restocking shelf, put it right behind it, and on the other three sides, put shelves, preferably items that cost a lot of money. And then you can repeat that one more time. And just like I did in front, I'm going to throw some basketballs up here. And I've seen people put meat along this edge here because it's actually not big enough to do another one of these squares. I'm just doing basketballs right now. You guys could do whatever you want. And let me see if I can do another one of these squares along this wall. Okay, that kind of worked. I'm missing one side, but that's all right. All right, so I'm pretty happy with this new area. I could probably put some more fruit along this back wall. But that's basically what I want to show you guys, how I set up my supermarket. And at the beginning of this video, I said I wasn't playing around anymore because I'm going to go ahead and spend all the Robux. This is something I've been waiting to do because I wanted to record it to show you guys. Oh, okay, I didn't realize this. In the parking sky decor, there's not even an option to spin Robux. So I can go ahead and get this 1% cash bonus by buying the hot air balloon for 10 million. Yeah, let's do that. So now I've got the hot air balloon. What does that look like? All right, cool. So that's up in the sky above my store. Now I'm going to check out the supermarket sky decor. This one does cost 300 Robux for the UFO. That actually gives a 2% cash bonus. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. And let's see what it looks like. Oh, creepy. There's a UFO hovering over my store. That should give me some Martian customers. And now I'm going to check the market roof. 500 Robux for a panda, getting me a 2% cash bonus. Who doesn't love pandas? Oh god, the panda's getting beamed up by the Martians. Or is the panda the Martian? He's getting beamed down. Either way, we need to call Area 51. And let me check out my market theme here. Okay, so I can spend 500 Robux to either get a convenience store or a modern theme. I wonder which one I should do. I've actually seen the convenience store in someone else's YouTube video, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the modern theme. Now I have a hot air balloon, a UFO, and a panda. So my goal is to see how much more money I make using those boosts. I'm going to play/go AFK for the next couple hours and see what I end up with. And I'm also going to get the VIP so I can show you guys that. Personally, I don't really care about it. Only thing I really want on here is a 10% off of these shelves. Okay, so I bought that. And I'm going to run over here. I'm going to buy this super boss. The things I like on here are the fact that you can restock 3 shelves at once, and you can move 5 5 carts instead of 3. All right, so I'm gonna go check that out. If y'all were wondering where to get the wacky inflatable flailing arm tube guy, it's right here to the right of the VIP sign. You just walk up to it and press F. Unfortunately, I don't have the $1.35 billion that it costs. Can we get an F in chat for me? I can't afford this supermarket sign. Can I put it right where all the poor people wait for the bus? All right, so I'm gonna stick it right there. Okay, so VIP gets you the little VIP name tag next to your name. Lame. Let's test out this increased cart movement. For some reason, all my carts seem to stack up on the right side. Honestly, moving carts is the most annoying aspect of this game. There really needs to be some kind of automatic cart movement system because the bots are not good at doing it. All right, out of my way, people. I can't see jack with these 3 boxes in my face. It is actually super helpful. The best thing about this square design here with these supply shelves in the middle is that you can just run past it spamming F and it'll pick up boxes and it'll place them on those shelves if they need to be restocked. Oh yes, the VIP area that I have access to now. A ridiculously tall VIP chair so I can sit high above all the poor people shopping overpriced goods in my store. Yeah, I'm gonna get one of those. And I'm not really sure what the golden restock shelves do, but I might as well pick up a bunch of those. And a VIP stand. Okay. Dude, it seems like this cashier in the middle of the store is getting mobbed. Maybe I should move all my cashiers to the middle. Where should I put my ridiculously tall chair? Yes, this is the perfect place to mock people from. Spend money you don't have on things you don't need. Everything is pretty much how I want it set up. I'm gonna go AFK for about an hour and see how much money I make, so I will see you guys right back here after that.
1 hour later.
Okay. It's been a little over an hour, and one thing I can say for sure is this game has some problems. If you thought my restaurant was pay to win, this game blows that one out of the water. So here's what I found out over the past hour and a half or so that I was AFK kind of playing the game. Because I opened this back section of the store, I immediately needed at least 4 more employees. The problem is you have to wait so long to get the XP to level up. It really feels like they're trying to force you to pay Robux to get more workers, and I don't like that. I don't mind there being an aspect to the game where you can pay money and get a little bit of a better experience, but things get so expensive so fast here, it really feels like you have to spend money to keep things balanced. Just because you have the money to open this next section of your store doesn't necessarily mean that you should, or else you're going to end up doing what I'm doing here and not really being able to go AFK because you got to keep stocking stuff because the employees that I have can't keep up with the demand from the customers. So in the end, I made about 200 to 250 million from that hour and a half of gameplay, and it looks like how you have your store set up is not quite as important for making money as how much money you've invested in it. So I did watch one YouTuber that said they were making like $1 billion an hour with this setup, but I need to point out a couple of things here that are going to affect your income. The first one is how many parking spaces you have, because that's going to determine your regular amount of customers. Yeah, you're going to get a boost every now and then from the bus, but the more parking spaces you have, the more regular customers are going to be in your store at one time. So even if you have a big store with a good setup, you're not going to be making as much money because you don't have as many opportunities for customers to show up because of the limited parking spaces. Another thing that's going to affect how much money you can make is the actual size of your store. So I have 2 full areas here left to open. If I purchased those for Robux or somehow grinded the insane amount of money that it takes to unlock these areas, then I'd be making more money because I have more area open for people to shop in. And another thing to add to that is it really matters what shelves you have. If you have a lot of the more expensive items for sale, you're going to be bringing in more money. That just makes sense. One of the challenges with that is it takes so long to level up and unlock the more expensive items that you probably just have to spend a lot of time going AFK. Get levels that way, because I've been playing all day and it's getting harder and harder to unlock these new areas. A lot of the YouTubers that I've seen making videos about this game have just paid the Robux to unlock these other areas to get the more expensive stuff. I know I spent some money, but geez, I'm not rich. And the last thing I think that makes a really big difference as far as how much money you make per hour in this game is if you buy any of the boosts. The cash buff, super cashier, super shopkeepers, and super customers are not super expensive, and they last for 15 minutes each. If you buy all 4 of them, that's 120 Robux. I have purchased those a couple of times. It definitely helps speed up the customers. The big problem I was having when I was using it though is the shopping carts kept running out. So as you can probably tell, the big thing that I realized when I was playing the game today is that you really got to spend Robux to speed up the progression of your store and have a good time. In my opinion, if you're not spending money on this game, it's going to seem a lot more like work and a lot less like a fun game. I probably spent close to 3,000 Robux on pretty basic stuff, and as you can see, I've been running around stocking shelves and moving shopping carts this entire time. And I even bit the bullet and unlocked these last 2 employees before I got to the level. So I just got to level 34, and I'm pretty sure that's when they're supposed to unlock. I bought them at about level 30 because I needed their help, and I still have to run around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to stock stuff. I probably would need to buy at least 4 more to keep up with the stuff that's constantly happening in here. So in conclusion, does this setup for your stuff actually work for making you a lot of money? I would say yes, this is the best setup that I have here, or something similar to this. But how much money you actually make per hour is going to vary depending on a lot of different factors, many of which have to do with spending money on the game. I'm not saying this game isn't fun without spending money. I just want you guys to be aware of what a lot of YouTubers are doing when they make videos for this game. They're not just spending the kind of money that I spent. They're spending money to unlock employees before they get to that level, to unlock items in the central store before they get to that level, to unlock entire areas of their store. Because I've been grinding all day and I'm not even at 500 million yet. There's no way those YouTubers grinded to 4.2 billion to unlock this area. And who knows how much this next area is going to cost? Like literally 15 billion. Another good question to ask would be, do these cash bonuses make much of a difference? It looks like I have a 7% cash bonus from buying these different items here. So yeah, they're going to help a little bit. But if you don't have them, I don't think you're going to notice much of a difference. Mostly they're there just to flex. I mean, nobody else in my server has a panda and a freaking UFO on top of their store. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button with your forehead, hit that subscribe button with your big toe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss my amazing upcoming content. And while you're at it, go ahead and join my growing Discord community. You can do that at discord.gg/JustHarrisonThings. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, be safe, and never forget what I always say. Peace.